Slightly more than a year to go for CAT 2024 and this is an ideal time to start your preparation. अगर आपने मेरी पहली कुछ वीडियोस देखी होगी CAT preparation में, that was around 2023, 75 days, 50 days of preparation, there the strategy was very different because the entire focus of those videos was to maximize your percentile in the remaining few days. So काफ़ी ऐसे foundational topics मैंने उसमें skip किए थे, काफ़ी ऐसे high scoring topics पे focus रखा था. But अगर आप CAT 2024 की ये वीडियो देख रहे हो and you have 11-12 months to prepare, then your strategy is going to be very different and this is going to be a very wholesome strategy. I would definitely suggest that आप अभी start करो CAT preparation में so that आप foundation से advanced level तक जा पाओ and you leave nothing upon luck. So CAT 2024 के लिए आपकी preparation रहेगी divided in 3 stages in 12 months. First month will be for foundation or setting the base of your preparation. The next 6 months will be for actual preparation and the last 5 months will be for mocks, revision and fine-tuning your exam strategy. And now to set your foundation in the first month, you have to do different things for different sections. Starting with verbal, you have to focus on your reading ability now. And for reading, you can literally use anything at this point of time. It can be editorials, it can be newspapers, it can be magazines, it can be books or any novel if you want to read. There should not be any restriction on the type of reading that you're doing at this point of time, because what you have to do now is build your reading stamina. If you're already into reading, then it's absolutely great, continue that, keep reading books. But if you're not into reading, now you have to build that stamina, and for that you can pick up anything that you would want to read or you would like to read. If you had seen my CAT 2023 videos, I would have denied reading any books at that point of time because the time was limited for preparation and I did not want candidates to get stuck to one particular form of writing or to stuck to one particular form of reading style as well, because that will not help them in the CAT exam. I asked them to practice more RCs, to only read editorials, and that was it. But at this point of time, if you have more than a year, your entire focus should be on building your reading stamina, and for that you can read anything that you like. So try to read as much as you can, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in a day, whatever time you get. And for LRDI, you have to start solving Sudoku. Remember, at this point of time for LRDI, do not focus on the chapters, what are the chapters and so on. Most of the time you will see in the CAT paper, what actually is required is not the chapters. It's a combination of different chapters from LRDI and it requires critical thinking ability and puzzle solving ability. So at this point of time, if you can start solving Sudoku every day, one set, it's going to be absolutely great. And you can use another book, that is Shakuntala Devi's puzzle book. I used to solve that a lot and that really helped me in my LRDI preparation. When I actually started my LRDI preparation, this book was really helpful, but this is kind of optional. But if you can start solving Sudoku, that will be absolutely great. It will help you build patience, resilience, and that kind of thinking that is required to solve LRDI sets. For Quant, you do not have to do much for the foundational stage. It's just you can pick up the CAT 2022 paper, or after the CAT 2023 paper comes, you can pick up that and solve the Quant section. And that is just for your understanding that how much you remember maths from your class 10, and that is it. You do not need to really focus on anything for Quant at this stage. Quant will be an intense preparation for the next 6 months, so it's fine. It's just for your understanding that how much you already know, what are the chapters you're familiar with, and what are the types of questions that come in the Quant paper. So now coming to the preparation part of it, the first question that every candidate has is, should they self-prepare for CAT or take a coaching? See, only you can answer this for yourself and I can only give you a checklist. The first thing that you should ask yourself is, can you remain self-motivated for the next 1 year? देखो, जब exam 7 days या फिर 1 month दूर हो ना, it's very easy to get motivated. But when it's 1 year away or 6 months away, then your mindset is actually tested. You tend to procrastinate a lot कि आज कर लेंगे, कल कर लेंगे. And if you think that you cannot remain motivated, then you can probably take a coaching which will help you structure your syllabus, which will help you structure your preparation as well. And you will know that by this week you have to complete this. Next, you have to check your foundation for mathematics or Quant paper. As I said that you will be solving the CAT 2022 paper for the Quant section. You can solve that without time limit. You can take 2 hours as well for just the Quant section. And if you think that in those 2 hours you are able to solve more than 50% of the question in the Quant paper, then yes, your foundation is there, your basics are there, and now you can self-prepare using YouTube videos or anything of that sort. There are some videos available, so you can self-prepare. But if you think that no, you're not able to complete those chapters, you're not able to understand the questions, you're not able to solve 50% of the question, then probably you are in need of coaching. Next question you should ask yourself is, are you familiar with the CAT syllabus? Going forward in this video, I will be giving you syllabus for each of the section, but the thing that you should ask yourself is, when you see those chapter names, have you studied that before? do you know how to structure it? If you have studied those chapters before, then probably yes, you can structure your preparation yourself. But if you think that no, you have never studied those chapters, there is no sequence of those chapters, you do not know the sequence in which you should prepare those chapters, then yes, you need someone to structure your syllabus, and that is where the coaching will be useful to structure your preparation plan. And if you decide to join coaching, you can consider joining IQuanta. Last year and over the years, students have given great feedback on their course, and a number of their students have scored 99 percentile in the past. This year as well, after the CAT 2023 results come out, they will be posting the names of the 99 percentilers on their Facebook group, so you can check that out as well. And if you join the course, you will get access to 300 plus conceptual videos readily available on their dashboard. Then there would be live classes which covers your concepts as well as applications in different sessions on the same day to solidify your concepts. And if you join the course now, you will also get free access to the crash course that IQuanta conducts in the last 3 months for a quick revision. Also, you get full access to their AI CAT mock portal, which is coming up with more exciting features this year. So if you want to enroll in IQuanta's CAT 2024 course, you can check the details from the link in the description as well as in the pinned comment, or you can also call them on the given number. And now coming to the preparation part, starting with verbal preparation, these are some of the topics that you need to cover in verbal. And because now you have a lot of time, I will suggest you to start with GMAT books rather than CAT books. GMAT verbal section is one notch higher than CAT, and that's why using the GMAT books will be really useful. You can use the GMAT Manhattan series that I had also used, especially for RC. This book is really good, the GMAT Manhattan series. You can also use RC 99 book for practicing RCs, but for theory you can use the GMAT Manhattan series, and you can use that for other critical reasoning and those kind of topics as well. One thing that I recommended to CAT 2023 aspirants as well, and I will again recommend to you, is not to focus too much on vocabulary. Even if you are studying for CAT 2025 or 2026, then also vocabulary, I believe, is a waste of time for an exam like CAT, because it focuses more on critical reasoning rather than how much you know the English language, how many words you know in English. It does not focus on that. And you can improve your grammar definitely. For that, you can refer to some book like Wren and Martin that you had used during school time, and that would be enough. You can learn and improve your grammar, that is fine, but no need to focus too much on vocabulary, learning new words. Those things do not help. Rather, what will help is critical reasoning and to understand the meaning of words in the context of the sentence. And if you are focused on reading, if you're improving your reading ability, that will automatically improve. So your verbal preparation timeline should look something like this. The first month should be entirely focused on improving your reading stamina. You can read editorials, newspapers, books, whatever you want to do. The next 2 months should be entirely focused on your RC theory and RC practice. The next 2 months after that should be focused on other topics, critical reasoning, parajumbles, and whatever there is included apart from RCs. RCs, you do not discontinue the practice. You have to keep continuing the RCs definitely. Apart from that, you cover the theory of the other topics as well as practice those. And the last 2 months will be focused on bringing it all together. Here you will be giving more and more sectionals in the verbal section and solving RCs, critical reasoning, and the entire verbal paper together. And now coming to LRDI preparation, here these are the topics that you have to prepare for LRDI. You can save this or screenshot this for later. And as I said before, LRDI preparation, you have to start by solving Sudokus and start solving puzzles for the first month or 2 months as well. You can keep focusing on that because that will help you build a lot of critical reasoning ability. Your patience will develop as well, and that's very useful going forward. After that, what you have to do is you can start reading the theory of these particular topics, and for that you can use any book. That is, Arun Sharma is there is Nishit Kesana as well, so you can use those books to study the theory, and you can start practicing the example problems from those books. If you had seen my CAT 2023 videos, I would have told everyone not to follow any particular book for LRDI and only do preparation from past year mocks and past year question papers. And if you're seeing this video when you just have 6 months left for CAT or even less for CAT, my recommendation for you also would be the same. But if you have more time, then you have that time to build the foundation. These books, you can study from these books, you can learn the theory, you can practice some problems as well from these books, but these books are not sufficient. Any book in LRDI is not sufficient to complete your preparation. You have to follow the past year mocks, the past year papers. Only practicing from those will help you develop that set solving ability. So your DILR timeline should look something like this. The first one should be entirely focused on, as I said, puzzles, Sudoku, developing that foundation of solving different kind of sets. And after that, the 3 months you can focus on theory. Only if you have like a year to prepare, you can focus 3 months on theory. You can study that from any book like Arun Sharma, Nishit Kesana, and from that you can practice the example problems as well. Start practicing particular LRDI sets from previous year CAT papers as well, at least you will get the hang of what can be asked in a paper, and you will realize as well why the books are so different from what is being asked these days in the CAT paper. After 2016 change in pattern, they merge a different kind of concepts in the same set, and the kind of sets that appear, it requires more of like thinking ability in terms of how you solve a puzzle rather than a particular theory from a particular topic. So 3 months you can focus on theory and you can solve some problems on the book along with solving some of the previous year LRDI sets. The last 3 months of your preparation phase should be focused on solving more and more sets, and here you will solve from the past year mock papers and the past year CAT papers as well. And whenever you're practicing LRDI sets, tag the sets whether it's easy, medium or difficult. Easy sets are those which can easily solve in less than 10 minutes of time. Medium sets are those which will take probably 10 to 15 minutes of time, or something that you were not able to solve in the first attempt, but when you saw the solution you are able to solve it. And difficult sets will be those which probably even if you solve it will take more than 20-25 minutes, or something which even after seeing the solution you're not able to solve. So tag the LRDI sets as easy, medium, difficult, because this will help you a lot when you finally start appearing for mocks and start finding those difficult sets that you do not want to attempt. That set selection is very important in LRDI. When you give the mocks, you will understand that set selection becomes the most integral part of getting a high percentile in LRDI. That's why if you start with this process itself, that is tagging the sets as easy, medium, difficult, it will become very easy for you during the CAT paper to tag the sets and to segregate the sets, which sets you want to solve, which sets you do not want to solve. Next, coming to quant preparation, these are the topics that you need to prepare for quant. You can again save this, screenshot this, or pause the video and write it down for yourself. And what is important is during the timeline, when I mentioned about the timeline of preparation for quant, I will mention the schedule or the sequence of attempting these particular topics or learning these topics. But that is kind of my recommendation, something that worked for me. It's not very necessary that you have to follow the same sequence. You can follow your own sequence, or if you are taking any particular coaching, you can follow their pattern as well, and it's completely fine. And for quant preparation, you can use any particular book that you wish to. You can use Arun Sharma, you can use Nishit Kisena, you can even use the coaching materials. So all these books are really good, and what you have to do is study the theory from these books, then solve the example problems, then go to the exercise problems. For exercise problems, do not go to level 3 problems. LOD1, LOD2 kind of problems are sufficient for an exam like CAT. So for quant, that is what you will do in the preparation phase. You will study the theory, each of the theory books, and after that you will be solving problems from that particular theory. One thing important here is while studying the theory, most of the people miss it, and it's not possible to do it in the last 6-5 months. What you have to do is whenever you prepare the theory, keep a formula book handy with you. You note down all the important formula. Whenever you are solving problems from that particular topic, whenever you find a new concept in a particular problem, note down that particular problem and note down that concept, and keep this book very, very handy. Keep this as your formula book, and whenever later you want to come back for revision, you just have to refer to this particular notebook. Any revision after that should not take more than 30 minutes on any topic. That is very important. You cannot keep coming back and give 2 hours, 3 hours for every revision that you do. Maximum 30 minutes should be given, and that is only possible if you have this kind of a formula book handy with you. So now coming to the timeline of quant preparation, it will kind of exceed 6 months, but it's completely fine for quant. The first 2 months you can entirely focus on arithmetic, which is the most important topic in quant. 1 month after that you can focus on number system, and remember, whenever you move to the next topic, keep practicing problems on the previous topic so that you're always in touch with it, and do not forget that. So when you move to number system, you keep practicing problems from arithmetic as well. No need to study the theory again, just keep solving more and more problems from the previous topic. So after that, for 2 months you can focus on algebra, which is another important topic for quant. After that, 1.5 months for geometry, and after that the last month for modern maths, that is your permutation, combination and probability. So this was a complete roadmap. Drop your name and who you are in the comment section if you're preparing for CAT, so that I come to know about you. And this is definitely going to be a very long journey, so it's great to stay connected, and I will keep releasing more such videos around CAT preparation and be there to guide you in this journey.